Hello everybody, it's MDog here. I just wanted to give a quick update before we start this video. From here on out, I've decided that I wanted to do both Pokemon content and Splatoon content on this channel. I know it's a bit of an odd combination, but I figured with Pokemon Champions coming out and me being interested in VGC, I thought I would give it a shot. I've been playing Pokemon since I was a kid. I've always been interested in VGC, but never really thought I could do it. Well, now I decided to go ahead and jump headfirst into it, and I decided that while climbing the ladder, trying to, learn the ins and outs of competitive Pokemon, I figured I'd throw all of the interesting matches into a highlights reel. So that's what this video is going to be about. I will still be posting Splatoon content. In fact, my next Splatoon video is just going to also be a highlights reel. I've decided that with as much as I've wanted to stream, I haven't really had a place to put some of my highlights or some of my interesting plays. So I decided that I was going to make a highlights reel of both competitive Pokemon and competitive Splatoon. Now, there's going to be some different projects sprinkled in the mix here. I actually have a tournament coming up for both Splatoon and Pokemon, and I kind of wanted to do a documentary-like style for each of them. If you're similar with Wolfie VGC, I kind of wanted to style it like that video, except without the budget. So yeah, thanks for hearing me ramble on. Here's the first highlights video for Pokemon Champions. I really hope you enjoyed it, and please let me know if I can do anything better in the comment section below. I always appreciate your feedback, but for now, let's go ahead and get on with the video. Unfortunately, this team is not quite built the way I want it to be. And the main reason for that, the Pokemon that I wanted for this team and the items that I was going to use, unfortunately, are just not a thing in this game. There's no Covert Cloak, so I can't use Covert Cloak on Talonflame to prevent Fake Out. I don't have Mega Absolite Z, so there's no Mega Absolite that I can use. There's no Assault Vest, so I'm gonna have to stick with full offense Garchomp. I don't even remember what my Aegislash had. Well, actually, here, let's go ahead. Let's take a quick look. I have Pokemon Showdown here. Let's swap over here. Team Builder. Just for Talonflame. Here we go. So this is kind of like the team that I was determining. Yeah, clear Amulet for Aegislash, which honestly that could have swapped out to anything. This was kind of the primary team that I was looking at here. I don't really have a way to zoom in, unfortunately, because well, let's just do this. Can it not zoom out? Oh, that's the game view. So I'm kind of just rolling with what I have. Unfortunately, that just means that we're currently running mostly unoptimally, I'm going to be honest. And the reason why I say mostly unoptimally is because Mega Absol is supposed to be Mega Absol Z. It was supposed to be good for preventing Fake Out. It was supposed to be good at just outputting loads of damage without having to worry about Fake Out or any fighting type moves that it's particularly weak to. So unfortunately, it can't be helped. So I'm just kind of dealing with that. But other than that, we have my Milotic here, which is specialized in a little bit of bulk, a little bit of special bulk, as well as some special attack and some speed. So it's meant to be a pretty fast attacker. We got our Jetstream Sam here, which is going to be Talonflame. Talonflame is going to be our fast supporter, mainly setting up Tailwind, using Taunt if necessary, try to prevent Trick Room from popping up, and using Brave Bird, which I'm actually going to swap to Flare Blitz, because I think Flare Blitz is a bit better. Flare Blitz, I think, has a little bit better utility, so I think I'm going to swap over to Flare Blitz here. Then we have Flare Blitz. Blaze Kick actually also would be a terrible idea, but honestly the power I think would be a little bit better, so we'll go ahead and do that. We have Garchomp, all out physical attacker. all-out physical attacker. We have Spiff, our Clefable, which is meant to be a follow me bulky Pokemon with a good amount of special attack. So we have a fast special attacker, fast supporter, fast physical or bulky special attacker. We have a fast physical attacker. We have just a fast attacker, and then we have Aegislash here, which Aegislash I wanted to be. I wanted it to be a bulky special attacker, but honestly, I think I'm gonna swap the attacks here. I think Shadow or Poltergeist does a little bit better. Yeah, Poltergeist does 100. It's kind of inaccurate though. I think we'll keep Shadow Ball and we'll keep Flash Cannon here. I think those are some good ones. But yeah, that's gonna be the team. Hopefully we'll be able to climb the ladder a bit. I played a little bit during my lunch break. And yeah, we're strictly focused on double battles because I want to be an official VGC player, so that's why. And just hopefully we'll be able to do good. Now, I did, like I said, sign up for a tournament. We'll see how that one goes. I'm a little bit nervous because I think now it's like over 8,000 participants. It's going to be a Sun team. Okay. With Mega Meganium. I think I'm going to leave out Absol here. No. Yeah, well, I don't have a reason to use Absol here. Yeah, I'm going to not use Absol. I might have Garchomp be Mega Garchomp. I'm not entirely sure about that though. Oh, excuse me. We're almost at 9,000 entrants for the Grand Champion Festival. Okay, so here's what we'll do. I set Tailwind. I didn't set. Oh my god, I did this again. Okay. Go ahead and use Venusaur, prevent Sleep Powder, and then go ahead and just use Dragon. Actually, we'll use Draco Meteor on Charizard. That was a mistake. I should have double checked. I don't know why I didn't. But that's fine. We'll make do with what we have. I'm gonna try to prevent Sleep Powder from going off here. I'm assuming this is gonna be Sleep Powder Venusaur. Unfortunately, I don't have Tailwind, which was supposed to be my main reason why I was using Jetstream Sand here, but that's okay. Okay. I should still be faster, even faster than Venusaur on Chlorophyll. Or not. Okay, but it avoided the attack. No more of that. Yeah, this Charizard's going to be particularly bulky out here. But that's okay. I'm not going to be able to use Solar Beam, but this shouldn't do that much damage to either of my Pokemon or anything, but you're probably going to try to take out Branch Mile really soon. Yep. Okay. I'm pretty good at predicting teams here. We'll go ahead and pop Flare Blitz on Venusaur, and then we'll go ahead and just do Dragon Claw on Charizard. I'm pretty good at predicting what other people are going to do. Now I just need to kind of work on reaction on that information. So that's kind of my whole thing here. That's kind of what I've been practicing for the past couple of months, is trying to out-predict other people. But we'll see what happens. Okay, you're gonna withdraw Charizard, probably into Meganium if I were to guess. Oh, Sylveon, okay. So that's not gonna be very effective, or it's gonna be immune. Venusaur is going to use Solar Beam here, but it's not going to do that much damage to either of my Pokemon. Ooh, 2 HP. Okay. Unfortunately, that means that we're going to be going down without a whole lot. That's Sash. Yeah. I don't have Quick Attack or anything, but that's okay. I'll go ahead and just use Earthquake here. I should have doubled up on the Venusaur. I didn't expect him to swap out Charizard. I'll go ahead and use U-turn here. I know I don't have priority, but that's fine. And then Brant is going to go down, so I'm just going to pop an Earthquake. I don't think Sylveon can be faster than either of my Pokemon, but that's fine. Sludge Bomb. Ooh, that did a lot of damage. Critical hit. Okay, that makes sense. I don't think Sylveon's faster. Yeah, Sylveon's not faster. That's okay. Venusaur's going to go down. Sylveon's going to go down to 50%. So that's actually a good trade-off here. Hyper Voice, that's going to do super effective damage. I'm down 2. They're down 1. Sylveon is leftovers. So Sylveon is going to be particularly bulky. But I did bring Spiff for a reason. We'll go ahead and put Spiff on the right, and then I'll put Wallace in. I'm going to try for a Coil. Solar Beam is going to do quite a bit, but if I use Follow Me here, assuming that they do Charizard, then I should be okay. Gardevoir. Okay. So we're going to use Gardevoir here. I think I'm still going to use Follow Me. I'll use Coil. Just to get some defense up, and then I'll use Follow Me here. Because neither Gardevoir or Sylveon can do a whole lot to Clefable. Unless they're just going to protect. Which they could also do that. But I don't think they would. Gardevoir use Calm Mind. Hopefully Sylveon doesn't use Calm Mind, because that means Gardevoir is going to be particularly dangerous here. There's something I do want to try after this, but we'll see. Yawn on Clefable. Yeah, okay. So I won't be able to attack twice. But that's okay. Sylveon, I know, is pretty specially defensive. Go ahead and pop Blizzard here. And then for Spiff, I will go ahead and use Psychic on Sylveon. I'm basically going to double up on Sylveon. They're probably going to protect Sylveon if I were to guess. But hopefully they won't. And hopefully we'll be able to get off this Blizzard Psychic combo. Gardevoir Psychic. It's going to use Wallace. Ooh, that did quite a bit of damage. Blizzard. Okay, that didn't do as much damage to Gardevoir as I would have liked, so these guys are particularly defensive. We'll see if there's a way out of this for me, but I'm not entirely sure. I think I should be able to restore at least one. I should be able to handle at least one attack. I want to try Haze. Sleep Now only affects Pokemon for I think 1 or 2 turns, or 2 to 3, one of the two. So hopefully this will do good. Moonblast on Spiff. Ooh, that did a lot. That's probably that Calm Mind in action. That didn't work for me. Okay, that's fine. Unfortunately, I have lost this. I don't really have a way out of this, and it is because of my blunder. This is my fault. I'm going to go ahead and forfeit, because there's nothing I'll be able to do here. But yeah, I should have double-checked. I thought I was replacing Flare Blitz, or Brave Bird with Flare Blitz, but that's okay. That's okay. But, oh well. Alright, this is an interesting team. We'll go ahead and do what we usually do. I think, honestly, I'll go ahead and send out... No, I'll send out Brent first, and then we'll do Wallace, and then we'll do Swishy. No Mega this time. Arcanine wins a cut, okay? Intimidate, but I got the white. I got that herb on me, so no stat lowering for me. We'll go ahead and use Pop Tail. We'll go Pop Tailwind, and then we'll go ahead and just pop an Earthquake here. Earthquake, Sam. So this isn't Prankster Whimsicott, which is interesting. Or if it is Prankster Whimsicott, they have not used a Prankster move. Solar Beam. Okay, interesting. Unless you have the Power Herb, which you don't. You're gonna go out next turn. I'm just gonna pop Earthquake again. Use Flare Blitz on Whimsicott, and then use Earthquake again. Not gonna be able to attack here. And then Earthquake should go off, because Aggron is very slow, and there's no way that they're gonna outspeed me in Tailwind. Grandpa, which Grandpa won't be able to really do much here. I'll go ahead and use a U-turn and Draco Meteor combo. Then put out Swishy. Meteor. Yep, that's it. Aeron is best, okay? Sun team. You know what? Let's try something different. Let's do Wallace. Adria and Spiff. Let's try this setup. Okay. Wallace. Go ahead and use Tailwind here. Yeah. Actually, I'm going to taunt the Frigga first, and then we'll use Coil. Delayed, which is fine. Frigga. I'm assuming Frigga is going to try to use Trick Room, because I think Frigga is a good Trick Room setter here. Coil. Yeah, I was right. Okay, we'll use Tailwind. And then I will use Hydro Pump on Frigga, because I'm actually not entirely sure how much defense this Frigga has. I'm not really concerned with Gallade. I could probably take Gallade out pretty quickly, especially with Justin Sam. Like, Gallade, I know won't be able to do that much damage to me. Is Frigga setting up... oh, wait, I just taunted Frigga. I didn't really have to do that. Oh, well. It's Frigga that I'm mostly afraid of, so I want to focus on the Frigga instead. Yep, it's got Tailwind out. Hydro Pump. 55%. Not too bad. It could be better. It could be a bit stronger. Backward cut. Okay. Ooh, that broke Sash. Ooh, that's unfortunate. Dang. That's okay. I'll go ahead and actually pop out Adria here, because Adria should be good against Frigoraph. Then pop a Mega Evolution, and then I think I can Night Slash. Yeah, I can Night Slash Frigoraph. Can I Shadow Claw Gallade? Yeah. I'm going to double up on Gallade. I'm actually more worried about Gallade now. We'll go ahead and use Blizzard to do some chip damage on both of them. And I'm going to hope that Absol can live through at least one. I might completely swap stats and turn Absol into like a tank. It's probably not going to work out as well as I think it's going to, but I think it might work okay. Okay, you're going to send out Torkoal for Drought, and you're probably going to pop Eruption next turn, if I were to think. We'll go ahead and pop that, and we'll use Shadow Claw, see how much damage that does. Okay, perfect. And then Blizzard should finish you out. Yeah, got it. Awesome. I should still have 2 more turns of Tailwind up. Frigoraph again. So Frigoraph doesn't have Taunt anymore. I'm going to use a Night Slash on it. And then I'm going to use Hydro Pump on Torkoal here. Torkoal should not live this by any means. Unless they have the berry that halves water type damage, Torkoal should not survive this. And actually, Frigoraph probably shouldn't survive this either. Again, I'm not sure how tanky Frigoraph is. I'm assuming it's fairly tanky, but it shouldn't be... Protect, okay. We'll see what happens. Unless you would do double protect, but I don't think you would. Because that is just kind of a waste of a turn. Yeah, use Hydro Pump. Really? Really? Okay. I think Absol gonna go down here. Yeah, it's gonna be one shot. That's the problem with Mega Absol. It's super frail. Which is why I'm not a particularly happy fan of that, but that's okay. I have 1 more turn of Tailwind. So I'll be able to take out Torkoal. I'll do some decent damage against Frigoraph here. If I just use Blizzard, Torkoal is going to go down. I don't think they would swap out because Eruption is not really in the cards anymore. I'll go ahead and use Calm Mind just to get some good damage in. And then Blizzard's at 97% accuracy. Hydro Pump's at like 110. I think I'm going to finish out with Hydro Pump just to be safe. Oh, okay. You can protect. Yeah, that works too. Which means you're going to pop Trick Room. I may not have played this that well. Actually, I might still have a chance. Yeah, because Tailwind's gone. I don't know who is faster. I'll go ahead and use Follow Me just in case. And then I'll use Blizzard. Because even if Torkoal uses Eruption, that's going to do like 0 damage because it's at 1%. So I'm not particularly concerned about Eruption. I would be more concerned if it had like Solar. Well, even if it uses Solar Beam. If it uses any single target move, then we're okay. Yeah, okay, that's what I thought. But with the special defense buff that I got, I should be able to survive this, no problem. Yep, no problem. And then Frigoraph uses Psychic, which should also be no problem. Ooh, special defense fallen though, that sucks. Blizzard's gonna go out and take out Torkoal. I'm gonna do a decent amount of damage to Frigoraph. Frigoraph Frigoraph eats Citrus Berry, so it's going to go up to a little bit above 60 leftovers, so that damage is going to be mitigated a little bit from Clefable. Golurk. Okay. I'm not super worried about Golurk either. I'd rather use Follow Me again, just to be safe, and then I'm not entirely sure how much damage Golurk can handle, so I'll go ahead and pop Blizzard here, just again to do more chip damage on Frigoraph. Just gonna use Omni Ring. It's gonna have Unseen Fist, which I'm not really super concerned about. I'm gonna use Follow Me again. Smith should be able to survive at least a couple more hits, especially from Frigoraph, so I'm not super concerned. Headlong Rush. Ooh, that did way more damage than I thought. Hyper Voice, which shouldn't do a ton. I don't know how much defense Golurk has. That's my concern. I think I may have lost this one. No more Harsh Sunlight. And Trick Room's up for 2 more turns. Man! And I don't know how... it doesn't matter, because Trick Room's up. Man, I lost this one. We played that... I think I played that really, really well, though. Yeah, because they're not going to survive this Headlong Rush. Yeah, even... there's no way I yellow health. Man, that was a good game, though. I think they played that really, really well. I think I could have played that a little bit better. I think if I did more damage, I think that would have been better for me, instead of focusing on defensive plays. So I do like this game. I actually think it's pretty good overall. There is some stuff missing. I wish there were more megas available. Okay, this guy's a real guy. He has a Sandstorm team, so I have to be careful of that. Go ahead and run this, because this is actually the best setup we have against Sandstorm, which is kind of funny. I do wish there were more megas. I do wish there was more items, but the core is here, and I'm having fun with the core. And that's all that really matters to me, to be quite frank. Sandstorm out, Retreat Palafin, Gyaragarder, or literally any other Pokemon's gonna go out. Sandstream is gonna come up. Luckily, I have Rough Skin, so it's not really gonna do much for you. I'm gonna pop Tailwind here for the speed control, and then I'm going to go ahead and use Earthquake just to do some spread damage, so even if he switches out to some other Pokemon like Excadrill, I'll already be prepared with an Earthquake. Okay, we're gonna use the Omni Ring here for Tyranitar. Interesting. Use Tailwind. I'm probably gonna use Flip Turn on Talonflame if I were to guess. %. Good. Flip Turn. Yep, Flip Turn. There goes Flip Turn. Talonflame is gonna survive, but unfortunately it's gonna break the sash. I'm gonna go ahead and sack Talonflame here, I think. Actually, no. I'm not gonna sack Talonflame. Rotom Wash, so you're gonna do some water. Oh, Talonflame actually might just go down. Yeah, okay. Talonflame is gonna go down. Kind of forgot that Tyranitar is that slow. Completely forgot. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and send out. You potentially have some electric type moves. I'll go ahead and send out Swishy. Go ahead and use Iron Defense. And then I'm not going to be able to pop Earthquake, but that's fine. I have Iron Head for this exact reason. So go ahead and use Iron Head. Rotom Wash is probably going to target with Ice Beam, if I were to guess. Either Ice Beam or Thunderbolt, one of the two. Try to protect, okay. Use Iron Head to protect. Hydro Pump. Because that's not going to do a whole lot of damage to Brant. Use Iron Defense here for beefed up defenses. And then what I'm going to go ahead and do here, I'm going to go ahead and use Flash Cannon on Tyranitar. And I think, honestly, I will just double up on Tyranitar just to make sure it goes down. Because I'm not particularly worried about Rotom Wash. Because honestly, it would use Thunderbolt. If it used Thunderbolt, then I would have been a little bit more worried about it, but it's not using Thunderbolt, so I'm not as worried about it. Okay, I did way more damage than I thought, but that's... Oh, critical. Okay, if it wasn't a critical, I think it would have survived. But that's okay, because we still have a Swishy out. Stance change. That didn't do a whole lot. Go ahead and send out Wallace. Extra Drill. Let's see. Go ahead and use King Shield. And go ahead and use... Yeah, we'll use Coil. I don't think they're going to target Swishy, but they might, so I'm going to be safe. They're going to withdraw. Perfect. That's actually fine with me. Palafin is going to have Hero Form. Fan change here and use King Shield. Foil. Excadrill is really slow. Rock Slide. I'm no longer going to be faster than this Excadrill, but that's okay with me. We'll go ahead and use Shadow Ball on Palafin, and then on Excadrill, I'll go ahead and use Hydro Pump. I don't think it should survive one Hydro Pump, let alone two. I know it can be particularly bulky, but I don't think this guy has the setup in bulk. Unless if Wallace is faster. Okay, it's not. Drain Punch, that's not going to do a whole ton, so you're not going to recover a whole lot. You're back to green, though. Hydro Pump. Sash, which is fine. Fortunately, I should have doubled up on Excadrill, but I'm not that concerned about it. I don't think I should be that concerned about it. We're going to use Shadow Ball, try to chip Palafin down, hopefully get that special defense lowered. No. Sandstorm's gone, so Excadrill should no longer be faster than us. I'll go ahead and use King Shield one more time. And then for Wallace, because I think Wallace should survive one attack, I'm pretty positive. I'll use Blizzard and hopefully knock out both Palafin and Excadrill. If not, then I know we have enough defense to take care, or to handle both of them. Jet Punch, yep. Nice. But that's not going to matter. Rock Slide, Protect again. This, you should be, yeah, you should survive this. And then you should be able to take out both of them at the same time. Unless you flinch. That is something that could also happen. Okay. That kind of throws me for a loop. Alright, we'll go ahead and just use this in Blizzard again. I should still be in the green, but we'll see. Because I won't take a whole lot of damage, even from Jet Punch. Ooh. Excadrill's probably going to use Rock Slide, though, because I think Excadrill's faster. Oh, Earthquake. You're just going to take out your own Palafin? Interesting. I think just to chip me down. What was their last Pokemon? Rotom? I'm not super concerned about Rotom doing a whole lot of damage, though. But it might know Thunderbolt, so I might have lost this. I might have lost. Which is okay. I'm completely okay. I think we played this super well. Oh yeah, you're at 70%. That's actually not as low as I thought you were, to be quite honest. And if you do know Thunderbolt, then yeah, it's GG's. But if you only know Hydro Pump, then I should probably be okay. No? What? Why did that do so much damage? I don't think that should have one-shot me. Should it have? I feel like that did too much damage. I mean, I could be wrong, but I feel like that did a lot of damage. Like, a little bit too much damage. But that's okay. We'll just brush it off and move on. I think I played that as well as I could have. I think this one will probably be my last. We're going to do that, and we'll do Spiffy. Because why not? Honestly, the more I play it, the more I'm like, maybe I should go for fun. But then I shouldn't be using Aegislash. I don't know. I'm at a complete loss of what I want to do for my Champions team, just because it threw me off. The fact that they don't have all the Megas just kind of threw me off, so I'm not really like the most prepared, and I only have a couple of weeks to figure it out. Like, that tournament is on the 25th. It's on the last Saturday of the month. So that's why I'm just like so wishy-washy on it. But I put so much time into this team that I'm currently using that I might just deal with it. I don't know. This has to be a bot, dude. Zakat. Go ahead and use Flare Blitz on one Zakat, and then I'll go ahead and use Dragon Claw on Trampa. I'll just use time and Earthquake because there's no real reason to not. Yeah, these first ones have to be bots, bro. There's no way that... Like, I get it, there could be a ton of new people, but even still, I really do not think that every single first match has been nothing but clean wins. I have not lost a single first match in a tier. I'm almost positive that they're bots. Zov the Brute. Interesting team here. Trick Room team, it looks like. Skeetor. Let's see how this goes. Which I think is actually really slow, if I'm not mistaken, but it does have a ton of damage, so... Bullet Punch? No. Okay. Man, you guys are chunky. Sword Stance. Okay. Honestly, I'll forego the Tailwind. Because I know Scizor is not going to do... Oh, please don't be Sylveon. Mother! Okay. That did a lot. I think I'm going to keep Branded, though. The Sylveon is pretty tanky, but I'm going to assume it's specially... Can't use Tailwind quite yet. Okay. Taunt Farigiraf, and then Ironhead the Sylveon. I'm in a decent position here. Brand is probably going to go down here no matter what. I know Sylveon for sure is not faster than Brand. Okay. Sylveon used Hyper Voice. That's going to take out Brand, unfortunately. But Jetstream Sam is still available here. Thanks for your service, Brant. You did good. Spiff. Go ahead and use Tailwind, Spiff, and use Calm Mind for setup. Okay, and then I think I'll use U-turn next turn, then swap out to Wallace. Okay. Shadow Ball. Flame might go down. Ooh, okay. You know what? Never mind. I think I'm just going to take out the Sylveon while I can. So, thank you for your efforts. That, and then Moonblast, Farigiraf. Okay, I'm not super concerned about that. Damn it! What is that, Sash? Not even. Crazy. Okay. Wallace, I'll switch you in. I know Hydrapple is not super fast. I don't think Sylveon has Trick Room, otherwise I would have used it at this point. I'll go ahead and Coil. And then I'll Moonblast, Hydrapple. Ah, man. This is like the one time I wish I had Dazzling Gleam. Brother. Fine, whatever. Let's Coil. Moonblast. Kind of hoping this takes up for a grab, but it probably won't. Okay, 18%. With Citrus Berry, okay. Apple Voice, this won't do a whole lot of damage. Leftovers for Spiff. Okay, we'll use Blizzard here. Hopefully this takes out Sylveon. And then we'll Moonblast for Rigarath, because I really, really do not want Trick Room set up. I really don't think they're going to use Trick Room a third time. But here's hoping. Okay, Detect, that's fine. Because I'm not really targeting you at all. I'm mostly targeting the Fergraph here. And then this Moonblast, this Stab Moonblast, should take you out. Thank you. Okay, if it didn't, I was just gonna forfeit it. Good God, man. Okay, no more Tailwind, but that's fine. I'm pretty sure I have this one in the back. I'll just use Blizzard, and then I'll use probably Psychic. Because I know Hydrapple is not faster than either of my Pokemon. So we'll use You have Regenerator. Okay. And then... I'm not... Yeah, okay, I'm a little concerned, actually. Here, you know what? If Hydrapple doesn't go down to Blizzard, then it will go down to Moonblast. So, either way, one of them is going to go down. Okay, both of them just went down to Blizzard. Thank goodness. Okay. And a critical hit on Sylvia. That doesn't even need to happen. I think I was within damage range anyway, so. We did it. That was a really good team. This is why I have Talonflame. Because Taunt is one of the best moves in competitive Pokemon.